Sorry if I seem a little bit anxious. I just I know, just feeling a little bit scared about my exams, I guess. Yeah. So, what is temperature affected by? So one of the things temperature is affected by is by insolation. Okay, so let's talk about this diagram right here. So the sun's rays over here is going to be a lot less, and the sun's rays over here is going to be a lot more. So therefore it's going to be hotter here. So the temperature will be a lot hotter. Okay, let's talk about, so that's the coldest place on Earth. And that's the coldest place on Earth. So let's talk about Lut Desert. So the sun's insolation would be highest in the equator, and that's where Lut Desert is. And now let's talk about altitude. So you see this diagram. So it's going to be a lot colder higher up. So there's going to be low pressure there, air pressure, and remember, low air pressure means it's going to be wet. And yeah, this is supposed to be a mountain, so you know how higher up they need to carry gas masks. So one reason why there's low pressure here is because there's less pressure pushing it down. Maybe it's high pressure. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's talk about the albedo effect. So there's a difference between over here and here. So over here there's a low albedo effect, and over here there's a high albedo effect. So to begin with, albedo effect is the sun's rays being reflected. So the sun's rays are more likely to be reflected in the rainforest. So yeah, and over here it's less likely to be reflected. So what I mean is, over here it's going to be, there's a higher chance of it being reflected, right? So it's going to be hotter because all that heat is going to be absorbed by the cloud cover from the trees. Over here the trees won't absorb it, so it will just be reflected back. Let's talk about surface winds and ocean currents. So, 1 minute. Okay. So let's talk about cloud cover. So when there's a lot of cloud cover, you're more likely it's going to be colder. Like, you know how when it's all, when you know how there's loads of clouds, right? You can feel it getting colder. So you can use that example, I guess. And yeah, hopefully this helps.